ladies and gentlemen, our opening contest of the evening features the newest charge of Playboy Gary Hart, and that is one Terry Funk. And ladies and gentlemen, thank you for tuning into YouTube. I'm your host, Gotmark76, and making his way to the ring now is the former NWA World Champion, Terry Funk. And he is part of an alliance of wrestlers that is being brought in by Gary Hart to gain championship gold. Gary Hart has Al Perez on the mend after losing the NWA TV title. Instead, he has gone out and gotten more talent to challenge for those championships. In the upcoming weeks, he wants Terry Funk to be vying for the United States Championship. Well, of course, the American Dream, Dusty Rhodes, who was here tonight defending his championship, will have something to say about that. He is bringing in superstars from all over the world. In fact, next week we have a debut of a wrestler from Japan. And we don't have much more information at this time. But Gary Hart bringing in wrestlers from all over the world with the goal of bringing him the World Television, the United States, and the Tag Team Championship. And of course, Larry Zbyszko and Al Perez will be his tag team going forward. And here we are, Terry Funk going against Randy Mulkey, who looks like he's having a little bit of offense in this match. It has been a while since we've seen Terry Funk here in the National Wrestling Alliance, but we see Randy Mulkey every week. Maybe that favors him. And here we are with a nice neck breaker by Randy Mulkey on Terry Funk. And the crowd here in Philadelphia does not know what to do. And now working the arm of Funk, Mulkey in control. These are words I don't think I would hear too often. Takes Funk over, and Funk catches him with a knee. And I think playtime is over. And a devastating move. Whips him in. And a beautiful belly-to-back suplex takes Mulkey down. And stomping away now on Mulkey is Funk, and this is the Terry Funk we were used to. This guy will beat you and pound you and make you quit. And again, a belly-to-back suplex. Beautiful maneuver by the former champion. And Terry Funk showing the fans here in Philadelphia what he's made of. Picking up Mulkey. And Mulkey blocks it in a right hand. Sends Terry Funk reeling. And Funk answers with a forearm smash. Stomping away now. I think Mulkey did it now. Funk is irate. Whips Mulkey in. Drop kick to the knee. And now Funk standing over Mulkey, stomping away. Picks him up to his feet. Picks him up. It looks like a suplex. He drives his head down to his knee. What a beautiful move. And Funk picks up Mulkey. And here it comes. I think it's a stump pile driver. And he nails it. And Mulkey is down. Here's a replay. Funk nailing the pile driver. I think you can count to 10. This must be it. He's going to go for the cover, and that should do it. Your winner, folks, Terry Funk, and 3. There it is. Terry Funk representing Gary Hart. Look out, Dusty Rhodes. Look out, Brian Pillman. And look out, Tully Blanchard and Arn Anderson, because they're coming for all the gold. And here it is again. That stump pile driver takes Randy Mulkey down, and you're not getting up from that. Interesting to see who Gary Hart will match up Terry Funk with in the upcoming weeks. But he has made it no secret he is going after gold. And of course, tonight in Philadelphia, Ric Flair and Nikita Koloff in that 2 out of 3 falls match. And wait a second, Terry Funk is not done. Goes out to the floor. Come on, Terry, the match is over. You won, you earned your paycheck. Ramming Mulkey into the stairs. And now Funk has Mulkey up. Another clap between the head. I'll tell you what, that has to hurt. Your ears will be ringing. Mulkey against the guardrail. And Terry Funk, beautiful arm smash. Almost takes more out of Funk, landing on his back on the concrete floor. No, wait a second. Setting up Mulkey for a pile driver on the floor and nails it. Ladies and gentlemen, we will be back with more action from the Civic Center here in Philadelphia after this quick timeout. And there they are, folks, making their way to the ring. The Rock and Roll Express, Ricky Morton and Robert Gibson. And in the ring right now, we have the Sheepherders of Luke and Butch. Now, the Rock and Roll Express have a date with the Midnight Express next month at Wrestle War, when they challenge the Midnight Express for the United States Tag Team Championship. And the crowd here in Philly showing their appreciation for Ricky and Robert. And they will have their hands tied tonight with the Sheepherders. It is a Texas Tornado rules match. All four men will be in the ring at the same time. Chaos is sure to ensue. And the referee checks and calls for the bell, and we are set. And it looks like Ricky and Butch are going at it while Luke rams Robert Gibson's head to the mat. Oh, 3 times with authority. I will do my best to call the action, folks. There's a lot going on here. And Butch throws Ricky Morton over the top and unceremoniously dumps him back in. And a Russian leg sweep by Ricky Morton on Butch, while Luke stomps away on Robert Gibson. These Texas Tornado-style matches are becoming more and more popular here in the NWA, but much more work for the official. We've seen many a match where the referee has been out of position. In fact, the Rock and Roll Express were victims of that at the Clash of the Champions when they wrestled the Midnight Express the first time for the United States Tag Team Championship. But the NWA Board of Directors says that this is more exciting for the fans, and they want to do everything they can to give the fans what they want. And there's a beautiful splash by Robert Gibson. And now Gibson hammering away at Butch. And the fireman's carry by Morton on Luke. And Gibson going for the cover. 2, and the kick out at 2. And Butch not done yet. Has some fight left. In fact, reverses an elbow to the midsection. Misses a clothesline. Does not miss a body slam. Or is, Tree of Woe time. Oh, throws him into the corner. I was wrong. And down to the mat goes Gibson. And now Morton hammering away on Luke. Oh, and a ran to Luke into Butch. And a clothesline over the top rope sends Luke to the floor. And Ricky Morton follows him. And rams him face first into the ring post and a knee to the back. And Luke goes down. Meanwhile, we have Butch have Gibson in a submission move in the ring. And Gibson able to get out of that. I don't see Robert Gibson tapping out. That guy has a lot of heart. And a big knee to the back of Luke. Robert Gibson has a lot of heart. Well, so does Ricky Morton for that matter. And sets up Luke for a figure 4. And Butch interferes and breaks up the hold. And that may have been it. And a backbreaker. And Gibson takes Luke down. Now Gibson, he's going outside, going up top. Meanwhile, Butch hammers away. Has Morton up in an airplane spin. And down. Now, so much action here, folks. And Butch with a hip toss on Ricky Morton. Meanwhile, Robert Gibson has Luke up for a suplex. Almost landed on top of Morton. Don't think Gibson meant to do that. And there's a bulldog by Gibson. And Luke is in trouble. And now Butch has Gibson. Oh, and a bulldog and a leg drop on Morton at the same time. Goes for the cover on Gibson. 1, 2, and Morton breaks it up. What a beautiful maneuver by Butch. Bulldogs Robert Gibson while leg dropping Ricky Morton. And Morton barely able to break up the cover, and the Sheepherders had it there, and there's a DDT! That could be it! Morton nails it with a DDT, that could be all. 1, 2, and 3! And your winners, folks, the Rock and Roll Express. And again, they have a Date with Destiny next month at Wrestle War against the Midnight Express. And here are some highlights from their contest. These Texas Tornado matches are full of excitement. And here's a Bulldog by Gibson. And the leg drop on Morton, and what a move. And here's that DDT that ended the match. And the quote, the Boogie Woogie Dance Hall, it was a 1, 2, 3 for Ricky and Morton. And there are your winners, Ricky and Robert, the Rock and Roll Express, who have a Date with Destiny next month at Wrestle War as they challenge the Midnight Express of beautiful Bobby and Sweet Stan Lane for the U.S. Tag Team Championship. And folks, we'll be right back into this quick timeout. And wait a second, stay here! The Midnight Express from behind! And there's Stan Lane knocking away at Morton, and Bobby knocking away at Gibson. And now Lane choking out Morton. Get in there, ref. Come on, break this up. Folks, we'll be right back into this quick timeout. And folks, we are back with one-on-one action as the Barbarian will go up against Road Warrior Hawk. Now, Warlord will be in the corner of Barbarian. And of course, Animal in the corner of Hawk as they make their way to the ring. The chords of Iron Man playing in the background. And the fans here in Philadelphia have risen to their feet as they love Animal and Hawk, the Road Warriors. And these two teams despise each other so much that at Wrestle War next month, there will be a loser leads the NWA match between the Legion of Doom, the Road Warriors, and the Powers of Pain. One of these teams is gonna go. And there they are, the Road Warriors and Hawk will be in battle tonight against the Barbarian. And fans, I don't even want to think of the NWA without the Road Warriors. But these guys, the Powers of Pain, are so tough and so intimidating that it could very well happen. So make sure to call your cable companies to get that pay-per-view and a beautiful belly-to-belly suplex. Barbarian on Hawk. And we are getting away here. Oh, and a big forearm smash takes Barbarian down. And a big elbow, stomping away now on the Barbarian is Hawk. These two teams, these two men in the ring, do not like each other. They are both a force to be reckoned with. And there's a kick and a big axe clothesline. These guys just so rough and tough with each other. And Hawk picking up Barbarian and slams him down in a powerbomb style maneuver. And now the Warlord distracting Road Warrior Hawk, giving his partner, the Barbarian, a chance to get back to his feet. And he's taken down with a shoulder block anyway, and Hawk catering to the fans. And this match has gone about 100 miles per hour since the bell, and punches and kicks. And Hawk has the Barbarian, and a big clothesline takes the Barbarian down. And Animal shouting words of encouragement to Hawk, who throws Barbarian over the top rope, and again gets the admiration of the fans here in Philadelphia. And Hawk going out to the floor, following the Barbarian, and an elbow by the Barbarian. A kick by Hawk, another kick by Hawk, and a drop kick by Hawk. And Barbarian's down. And Hawk whips Barbarian into the guardrail. And now face first into the guardrail goes Barbarian. And Hawk setting him up for a powerbomb and a DDT reversal by the Barbarian. And Hawk is in trouble. Now into the corner goes Hawk. The guardrail corner on the outside of the ring. The referee's still counting. Up to, I believe, a 7. And into the stairs goes Hawk. And wait a second, what's Warlord doing? Throwing a chair in the ring. Now Barbarian, they get in before the 10 count. And wait, Warlord distracting the referee. The Barbarian has a chair and Hawk takes it out of his hands. And wait a second, Hawk has a chair, but the referee's turned around and hits the Barbarian with it. It's going to be a disqualification. Referee's calling for the bell. Hawk took the chair out of Barbarian's hands and waxed the Warlord with a 2. Fans, we will be right back after this quick timeout. The winner by disqualification, the Barbarian. And remember, folks, one of these two teams will not be in the NWA come next month at Wrestle War. We'll be right back after this quick timeout. And folks, we are back with our next contest. It will feature Tully Blanchard versus Lex Luger. Now, last week in Baltimore, Maryland, Barry Windham became the newest member of the Four Horsemen. And in doing so, gave up all the signed matches. Now, the NWA Board of Directors had a series of matches of Lex Luger and Barry Windham facing off against Blanchard and Anderson. And the NWA Tag Team Championship was going to be on the line regardless of who the champions were. These matches were signed all across the country, and here he is making his way to the ring, Lex Luger. And now, Lex Luger does not have a partner, and he told the NWA Board of Directors he will go at it alone. He will wrestle Anderson and Blanchard all by himself. And the NWA Board of Directors will not allow him to do so. And Lex Luger is in search of a tag team partner, because next month at Wrestle War he will get an opportunity. But he needs to find a tag team partner. And those of you who know Lex Luger, like we've been following his career for many years now, does not have many friends in the locker room. A former member of the Horsemen had Barry Windham, and Barry Windham betrayed him. And folks, I don't know who he's going to choose for his partner. But tonight, it's one-on-one, and maybe the total package prefers that. And Blanchard going to work now with punches and fists. And now Luger coming back with a big right hand of his own. And a takedown by Luger. And a knee to the back. And Blanchard's in trouble in the early going here. And I spoke too soon. Getting out. Has Luger against the ropes. And a beautiful hip toss by Tully Blanchard. And catering here to the fans in Philadelphia. And now has Luger on the outside. And throws him back into the ring. And a side headlock by Tully Blanchard on the total package. Now J.J. Dillon is at ringside shouting instruction to Tully Blanchard. But you know where Tully goes, Arn Anderson is not too far away. And now jabbing away at Luger. And an elbow to the side of the head. A second elbow to the side of the head. And a third for good measure takes Luger down. Now Tully working the leg. Setting up for a figure four and has Luger in trouble. This usually sets him up. And a reversal by Luger. Reached across and whacked him across the face with a big right hand. And now Luger has Tully into the ropes. And a big thunderous clothesline takes Blanchard down. And now Luger methodically with a knee to the head. And goes for the cover. Blanchard in trouble too. And a kick out at the last second by Blanchard. And Luger wants to know if that was a 3. I thought I heard the referee's hand come down, but Blanchard's shoulder did get up. And now Blanchard, another elbow to the head. A second elbow again, and he's working the side of the head of Luger. That's the third time this match. It takes Luger down. And now Tully backing into the corner. Wait a second. He's untying the top turnbuckle pad. And a big right hand takes Luger down again. And again, Blanchard going for the figure four, working the legs. His thought must be that without his base, that Luger can't go for that patented torture rack. And that might be some good thinking by Blanchard. And another arm, fist onto the leg of Luger. And now again working the leg of Luger. He's almost daring Lex to get up. I would not tempt fate like that. I do not want Lex Luger after me. And a big elbow takes Luger down. And now Blanchard has Lex up. And whips him hard into the ropes. A beautiful move there. Oh, and a stalemate. And a kick to the stomach sends Luger flying. Blanchard has been in control most of this matchup. And now working the neck of the total package. And Luger able to reverse. Let's see if he can build any momentum. And picks up Tully with an elbow to the back of the head. And a short arm clothesline takes Blanchard down. And Luger is starting to find some rhythm here. Picks up Blanchard. And rams him into the turnbuckle pad. And a power slam down. And Luger's feeling it now. A kick to the chest of Blanchard. Stomping away now at the legs of Blanchard. And Tully with a shoulder block takes Luger down. Going for the cover near the ropes. Referee in position 1, 2, and a kick up by Luger. Blanchard took Luger down with a shoulder block and elbow to the back of the head. Blanchard's been working that head almost this entire match. And has Luger into that exposed turnbuckle. And now a slide from behind. Has a handful of tights. 1, 2, and Luger able to get out. Blanchard had a handful of tights. And a chop away at Luger, a second chop, a third chop, a fourth. A fist sends Luger into the rope. And now Blanchard almost challenging him to come on, whips him into the ropes. Another stalemate. A kick to the midsection by Blanchard. And sends Luger to the floor. And JJ, watch out for JJ. He throws Luger back in. And Blanchard picks up Lex. And he's going for a pile driver. And he nails him with it. And that could be it. If Blanchard goes for the cover, that could be it. Oh, he's showboating in front of the fans. Now he goes for the cover. There's no way. 1, 2, and a kick out of 2. He wasted too much time gloating to the fans. He may have had him if he had just gone for the cover right away, but maybe he's not here to pin Luger, but take him out for that world title match next month at Wrestle War. He sends Luger into their own way. He's just... The audacity of Blanchard runs in, big forearm to the side of the stomach. Pulls Luger out of the corner. Goes for the cover. Puts his feet on the ropes. Referee doesn't see it. 1, 2, and a kick out by Luger. And Blanchard trying to steal one there. Chop by Luger. And a reversal by Lex into the turnbuckle. Has Blanchard into the turnbuckle again. And a belly-to-back suplex. Beautiful maneuver. Takes Blanchard up and over. And now Luger feeling it. He's flexing off. Punching away at Blanchard. And here's JJ to distract him. Enables Blanchard to get up and a roll up from behind again. A handful of tights, but Luger made it to the ropes. And a chop, and Luger said, oh, I don't think so. And a big right hand takes Blanchard down. Blanchard nailed Luger, and Luger said, I don't think so. And now Luger working the leg of Blanchard. A stomp to the face of Blanchard. And an elbow to the back of the head, and I think Luger's feeling it. He goes for the cover. This could be it. 1. And a kick out at 1. And Luger now telling the fans it's time. Could he be setting up for that torture rack? Right to the eyes. And here it is. The torture rack. He has Blanchard up. Is Tully going to quit? Is Tully? He does. He taps out. And ladies and gentlemen, Lex Luger has won the match. What a victory by Lex Luger. The momentum is his going into Wrestle War. If he can only find a tag team partner. And Luger flexing away. Has the victory here in Philadelphia by Lex Luger. And here are some highlights. And that shoulder block of Tully taking Luger down. Tully was in control for most of this match. And here he is, backsliding Luger with that handful of tights. The referee didn't see it. Luger was able to get out. And this is when it was almost over. Blanchard hit him with a pile driver. Wait a second, go back to live action. Arn Anderson came down and nailed Lex Luger in the back of the head. Now he's handed Tully Blanchard a chair. And Blanchard's going to hit Luger with it. Oh, come on. Get in there, ref. Oh, here's Sting. Sting kicks a chair out of Blanchard. Has a chair and defends Luger. Could Sting be Luger's tag team partner Wrestle War? Folks, don't go away. We'll be back with our main event right into this. Timeout. And ladies and gentlemen, our main event, a 2 out of 3 falls match. Now, lots of story here to tell you. This was the potential tiebreaker of the best of 2 out of 3 fall matches between Ric Flair and Nikita Koloff. Now, the NWA Board of Directors had decided that if the contest had ended, which it did, Ric Flair won 2 straight matches, that this match would be the rematch between the two in a 2 out of 3 falls match. And to be fair, tickets were sold here in Philadelphia with the thought that it could be. So the NWA just doing the best that they can to give the fans what they were looking for. So this will be a 2 out of 3 falls NWA World Title match between Nikita Koloff and World Champion Ric Flair, who still, as of yet, does not know his opponent for next month's Wrestle War. Could it be Nikita Koloff? I would imagine if Nikita wins the championship tonight, that would be a rematch. But the NWA Board of Directors has been a little bit suspicious with Ric Flair lately and said, to be the champion, you're going to know who your challenger is soon enough. And there he is, making his way to the ring, being led by James J. Dillon, the World Heavyweight Champion, Nature Boy Ric Flair. And Nikita, what he needs to do in this matchup, obviously, is take advantage of Ric Flair defending that championship. Now, Ric Flair defends that title every night across the country. Nikita has not wrestled since last Sunday in Baltimore, so he's a little rested here. And we'll see if that helps him out in this contest or not. And it's all for that big gold belt, that 10 pounds of gold, the NWA World Heavyweight Championship. We are set to go. The referee's going to call that for that bell. And here we are. In a rake of the eyes by Flair. And a low blow right in front of the referee. Does not disqualify Flair, which I guess bodes well for Nikita. But the opening move of the match was a rake of the eyes and a low blow. And the second move is a chop. Takes Nikita Koloff down. And Ric Flair whips Nikita into the ropes. And a chop, and Nikita says no, blocks it, and a clothesline sends Flair reeling to the floor. And JJ trying to help Flair up. Nikita goes after Flair and rams him into the ring. Referee, knowing again the importance of this contest, not counting at this time because If a double countout were to occur, it would be one fall apiece. And Nikita has Flair. And he's sending a face first into that ring post. And Flair is in trouble. Now into the guardrail goes Flair. Nikita punching away. And Flair in trouble. Nikita again throws Flair. And Flair, JJ trying to stop Nikita from doing further damage. And Nikita brushes JJ Dillon aside. Nails Flair again. And a kick by Flair. And Flair grabbing Nikita in the private area. And Nikita goes down. As I think any man would. And Flair has a front face lock, now an abdominal stretch on the floor. Not sure I agree with that line of thinking. Throws Nikita down. And Flair punching away now at Nikita. And a chop takes Nikita down. Another chop. And Flair holding on to that arm. And now Flair back in control, has a front face lock. And a butterfly suplex takes Nikita down. Nikita holding his lower back. Oh, and face first into the ring post goes Nikita. And again into the face post goes Nikita. Face first into the post goes Nikita. And back in the ring. And Flair going for the cover. He might have an early advantage here. One. And a kick out at one. And that was Nikita's way of saying, not so fast, champ. And a knee to the back of the head, face first. And Flair is feeling it. And Flair has him up. And another butterfly suplex takes Nikita down. And now Flair going for the cover again, too close to the ropes. Nikita able to get his foot on the rope. And Flair with a chop, but Nikita blocks it again. And a neck breaker takes Flair down. Going for the cover. 1, 2, and it through. A kick out. Flair almost got pinned there. Nikita asking if that was a 3. I thought I heard the hand come down, but the shoulder did get up in time. And now Nikita has Flair back up. Setting him up for a beautiful brain buster. And now J.J. Dillon making his way up to the apron. That brain buster is usually the precursor to the sickle. Flair getting back to his feet. Nikita nails the sickle. Nikita nails the sickle. He's maneuvering Flair so he can face JJ to make sure he doesn't interfere. Goes for the cover. 1, 2, and 3. And Nikita takes a 1 pinfall to 0 lead. He's 1 pinfall away from winning the World Heavyweight Championship. But Flair with a clothesline takes Nikita down. And now stomping away on Nikita's Flair. And into the turnbuckle goes Nikita. And a chop by Flair. And another chop by Flair. And Nikita goes down to the mat. And now Ric Flair climbing the top rope. Could he be setting him up for that elbow drop? And he does. He nails it. And Flair flops down face first. Not sure I understand why. And Flair picks up Nikita. Into the turnbuckle goes Flair. And now face first. Oh, and Flair with an elbow. Shoulder block takedown. And Flair in control. Setting up Nikita. Oh, it's a beautiful suplex. That beautiful bridge suplex. He did not bridge him for the pinfall, but landed all of his weight on that neck of Nikita. Flair has been using that as a finishing maneuver. Goes for the cover. He could tie it up right here, but Nikita was too close to the ropes. And Flair has Nikita up and into the turnbuckle. And now he's picking up Nikita. What's he going to do here? Has Nikita up. Could it be a superplex? No. A butterfly suplex off the top rope and nails Nikita with it. He's going to go for the cover. He could tie it up right here. 1, 2, and 3. And we have a tie match, folks. And a drop kick right away by Flair. Flair going after Nikita. And an inside cradle. This is how he won the title. 1. I want to kick out. That's how he won the title last week in Baltimore. With that inside cradle. After ramming Nikita's head into that top turnbuckle. And Flair now stomping away, and a clothesline takes Nikita down. And Nikita rolls out, and again Flair flops to the ground. Nikita, weary, runs back into the ring. And Flair, Nikita into the turnbuckle. And now ripping him face first into that top rope. And out with a big overhand smash. And Flair going for the cover. 2. And a kick out by Nikita. 2. And Flair's beside himself. Flair picks up Nikita. And into the turnbuckle goes Nikita. And a chop, that devastating chop. And Nikita's chest is turning hamburger red. Stomping away now at Nikita's Flair. And Flair setting up for that knee. And he drops it. And I think he busted Nikita open. I can't tell from my vantage point. Yes, Nikita is busted open. And Flair with another knee to the head. He's like a shark. He sees the blood. He knows he has control. And now Flair setting him up. I think he's going to go for that figure 4. He locks it in, and it's synced in right now. And Nikita fighting for his life. Trying to reverse it. Flair coming down with all of his energy on his legs. Nikita trying to roll over, trying to reverse it. He's so close. Nikita giving it everything he has. He's fighting it as best he can. I think he's trying to turn Flair over. He's trying, and he's turning him. And he reverses it. And Flair makes it to the ropes. The referee breaks the hold. And Nikita with a snapmare takeover. And a side headlock. And that's going to allow Nikita a breather. Wow, what a match, folks. Tied at 1 fall apiece. And an elbow to the midsection breaks the headlock. Flair now in control, and another knee to the head. Gonna go for the cover, that might be it. 1, 2, and a kick out by Nikita. And Flair has been kneeing Nikita in the head to take after that injury from last week. Again, Nikita has not wrestled all week long. His last match was last week in Baltimore. Go for the cover again. 1, 2, and a kick out by Nikita. Nikita will not go away quietly. And Flair stumping Nikita's head last week in Baltimore into that top turnbuckle. Nikita's neck has been giving him issues all week. He, of course, will not give up an opportunity at the World Championship. And Flair setting him up again. Nikita fighting back. Has Flair in a neck breaker and takes him down. Stomping away now with Flair and Nikita back in control. And the knee to the back of the head takes Flair face first to the mat. And Nikita whips Flair into the ropes. And a stalemate by these two. And a shoulder block takedown. And Flair kicking away at Nikita. And Nikita's just groggy. He's slow getting up. And Flair has him, allowing Nikita back in the ring. The big knee takes Nikita down. That could be it. 1, 2, 3. And Ric Flair has won. That knee nails Nikita coming back into the ring. And folks, what a match. Ric Flair successfully retains the NWA World Championship he won last week in Baltimore. And now he awaits to find out who his challenger will be at Wrestle War. And here are some highlights of the match. Flair having Nikita in the figure 4 leg lock. And again, all these knees to the head wore down Nikita. When Nikita snuck back into the ring, Ric Flair nailed him with a knee and got to 1, 2, 3. And folks, your winner and still NWA World Heavyweight Champion, Ric Flair. He will wait and find out from the NWA Board of Directors who his challenger will be at Wrestle War. But wait a second. It's Ricky Steamboat has made his way to the ring. And Flair wants to know, are you my challenger? Are you the challenger? He's going to go confront Steamboat now. The referee trying to get between the two. Ricky Steamboat has made his way here to Philadelphia. And Flair and Steamboat having words. Flair saying, are you my challenger? Are you my challenger? The big right hand by Flair. Right hand by Steamboat. They're trading right hands. The referee's going to break it up, folks. We thank you for tuning in. Live from Philadelphia, I'm Gotmark76. We'll see you next month at Wrestle War.